The German military vessel Frankfurt am Main gets ready to rescue another group of refugees. A rubber dinghy crowded with people has come from the Libyan coast and is now in distress. The German special forces go out in a speedboat to rescue the passengers. One at a time, they're asked to board the boat. The entire operation takes 2 hours. Most of the refugees are from Africa. They're exhausted and many are traumatized, but for the first time in months, they're safe, for now at least. The paramedics on board the ship now go to work. Christine and her colleagues give the refugees a quick medical checkup, measuring their heart rate and temperature. The goal is only to determine if anyone needs urgent medical attention.
I always find it quite nerve-wracking beforehand because you never know what's coming. You don't know how many will come, what sicknesses they have. It's always a surprise.
But the ship is actually here as part of a European combat operation. The Frankfurt am Main is one of 5 naval vessels charged with finding the traffickers, arresting them, and destroying their boats. But in recent months, the Germans haven't seen a single trafficker.
I think the plan for this operation was drawn up before it was known how the traffickers would react. What we've observed is that they're absolutely able to adapt. At the start of our mission, they were accompanying the refugee boats until they were outside Libyan territorial waters. But when they discovered there were military vessels here, they stopped coming out.
As a result, the Navy can only rescue those who've been trafficked, but never sees the traffickers themselves. The refugees are given blankets, water, and food. Since the operation began a year ago, the military has rescued around 14,000 people. Today, the Frankfurt has picked up over 350 people. They started during the night and have been out on the water for over 10 hours. This group is from Senegal.
I was so afraid. The boat was rocking from side to side and spinning. Some people fell out and had to climb back in.
The mission is being coordinated by the Italian aircraft carrier Cavour. The crews have made just 50 arrests since the operation commenced. Commander Andrea Guelio says the problem is that the ships are only allowed to patrol in international waters. He'd like to expand the mandate right up to the Libyan coast.
In that condition, we will be able to control the movement of the smugglers and to interact and prevent them from being active at sea.
The Frankfurt takes the refugees to Sicily, and during the trip, crew members ask the refugees about the traffickers. They often hear that the smugglers are using the naval vessels as part of their business.
They told us that as soon as we were in international waters, we'd be picked up.
Christine is just relieved that there are no serious injuries among this group of refugees. And even though she knows that traffickers are using the military, she believes the mission is still worthwhile.
Passing ships are always required to pick up anyone in distress, and that's what they're doing. I think they are betting on that, but they would try it anyway.
Christine's deployment on the Frankfurt will end shortly, but she'll leave with a good feeling, knowing the number of refugees dying at sea has been cut in half since the patrols began.